Hey, what's up guys? This is Envoy of Eve, and today I'm starting a video series that people have been begging for lately, and it's the Forge Tips series. People have been absolutely begging me for Forge Tips, and I really haven't had a lot of time on my hands lately, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:25, and I decided, screw it, I don't need sleep, I'm gonna make these guys a video. That's how much I love you guys. Yeah, that's right. So, this is technically the first Forge lesson, and I'm not going to show you a whole lot on this lesson. This is kind of an introductory video to the Forge Tips series. It's going to be about 30 videos long, and it's going to span over a wide variety of topics. The first of which is this video, patience. The last is going to be, who knows? I know some of them are going to be path manipulation, eye-catching, graphic elements, heat maps, weapon distribution, cover, spawning. I'm going to show you custom spawns, how to set up good custom spawns for every single game type. I'm going to show you how to set up every single game type. I'm going to show you all sorts of stuff. People have been asking how to set up an invasion map, so that's going to be one of the first things I do. Actually, is going to show you how to set up the more difficult setups, such as invasion or invasion skirmish, bro slayer, etc. Some of those are kind of hard to set up, and I'll be showing you how to do those with ease. Once you learn how, you can really just set them up, boom, 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 no problem. I'm also going to be showing you a lot of spawning. Spawning is going to be a major thing here, and I actually think that spawning is the most important part of your map, aside from path manipulation. When used in conjunction, those two are just the best, though. Path manipulation in conjunction with spawning will make your map good. I don't care how bad the layout is. If you have good spawns and you have good manipulation of paths, you are going to have an awesome map in your hands. So anyway, this series is going to be about 30 videos long. It might end up being 60 videos long by the time I'm done, but I'm working with a guy. His name, I'm not really working with him. I'm taking some ideas from a guy. His name is his gamer tag is Godly Perfection, and he's pretty amazing, honestly. He's obviously got some level design experience under his belt. I don't know what the story is behind that, but he has his own little website called reachingperfection.com. And some of you may have heard of it. He makes these little articles, these little blogs that give you tips on how to forge, not just forge, but level design in general. And he's really quite good. He gives you some really in-depth lessons, and I'm going to be linking you to his website in every one of my Forge Tips videos, because I think you really need to go read his tips and watch my videos to get the full effect of these Forge Tips. So most of these videos are gonna be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes long, depending on what type they are. Like the basic spawning video might only be 3 minutes long, but the custom spawning video might be 20. It really just depends. They're gonna vary a lot in length, and I don't know how often I'm gonna be putting them up. I'm gonna try to put one up. I'm gonna try to put 2 up a week, and I'm going to stretch it, if I can, to 3, maybe 4. But I do have a really hectic schedule. Sometimes I have 50 hours a week, sometimes I have 20 hours a week. It really messes with me. I don't like having an unset schedule, but that's the way it works. Job's a job, you know. Anyway, I'm going to try to get as many of these videos up as I possibly can, as fast as I possibly can, but I'm still going to focus on other stuff as well, such as the game of the week, top 10, etc. And it's really going to stretch a lot of my time. So if I only get one up in a week, I'm sorry guys. I hope you understand. Anyway, so this is the first Forge lesson. This is number 1, patience. You want patience, persistence, and determination to be a good forger. Those are the traits. This is the most important lesson I'm going to teach you. You want to be extremely patient and extremely meticulous when you create your maps. You want to make sure you use coordinates make everything flawless, because if there's any flaws in your map, that's what the players are going to pay attention to. But if there are no flaws, then they won't have anything bad to say about your map. I mean, yeah, you're always going to have the players that just don't like your map. There's a ton of players that just love sword base, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it. Why? I don't really know. I don't know. I don't like it. It's an okay map, yeah, but there's so many people that it's like their favorite map. But for me, it's no. And you're gonna find that with any map that you make, you're always gonna find people that aren't a fan of your map. They don't like it for some reason or another. And then you're gonna find the trolls that are just like, "Haha, you suck," but ignore them. When people give constructive criticism, though, you should listen. If they don't like your map and they tell you why, listen. And that's going to really help when you make another map. Maybe there was a wall in a certain area and it really kind of constricted the flow of traffic and messed stuff up a little bit. And maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe you meant to do it. Maybe it was a deterrent. But maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe you just put that there for decoration and it turned out to negatively affect gameplay. Well, first you want to go back and you want to fix that on your map and release a patched version of your map. And next, you want to make sure not to make that mistake again. That's why constructive criticism is good. So, patience, persistence, and determination. The patience part, you're going to take a lot of time on your maps. To make a good map, it's 1 a.m. in the morning here, 1:30 now, 1:32. So, to make a good map, you're going to want to spend a lot of time on it, really. The last map I made is called Chrome, and I bet you I spent over a week on that map. It took a long time to make, and I'm technically still not done with it. I'm going to be releasing it soon, but it's not absolutely done yet. The map before that, I probably spent a good 3 or 4 days making, and it's a small map. Chrome was rather large. And you're gonna find that with all your maps. 3 or 4 days on a small map, that's just average. And it still had a lot of flaws. I'm still kind of working out some kinks here. So that's gonna be a major thing with your maps. You're gonna find that the more time you take on a map, the more time you spend on a map, the better off it's going to be. Now, as for persistence, well, persistence is kind of like falling down and getting back up, I suppose you could say. You're gonna get bored when you forge. You're gonna get really bored. I do. If I forge for more than 2 hours at a time, I can't stand it. I have to go do something else. Do it. Go do something else. You start to get bored. You start to make mistakes. You start to get kind of uncreative. I mean, you don't really know what you want to do with your map. Go play a different game. Don't play Reach, please. Don't go forge for 2 hours and then go to matchmaking for 2 hours and then go forge for 2 hours like I do. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your matchmaking skills either. Go play. Don't even play a first-person shooter. Go play like a Mario Kart or something. Just go have some fun. Maybe don't play video games. Go outside. I mean, do something other than forge. Do that for about an hour, and then come back. And you will be blown away at the sheer amount of creativity that will return after just that little hour of going and playing outside or watching some TV or whatever you do. Make sure you come back to your map, though. That's also really important. Make sure you return to your map. Spend a little bit of time on it each day. Schedules will vary. I usually, when I'm working on a map really hardcore, I'll spend upwards of 4 hours a day on that thing. It really just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I might spend 6 hours one day and I might spend 20 minutes the next day. It really just varies, and that's okay as long as you work on it just a little bit each day. You're going to want to work on that map a little bit each day. You're want to make sure you always come back to that map, and then you want to be determined to finish it. And those are the most important things, honestly. And it kind of looks like I'm running out of time here. So I'm going to start wrapping it all up. Remember, patience is the key to making a good map. Persistence. Take breaks. Breaks are very good. You don't want to sit there and forge for 6 hours straight. You will want to kill yourself afterwards. Believe me, it's horrible. Don't do it. I've done it. And determination. Make sure you finish your map. Don't leave a map half finished. I never do. I never will. Every map has great potential if you just know how to work with it. So remember that, guys. I will have the second video up very shortly, sometime this week for certain. So make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me how I did, tell me what you want to see. Also, that's also extremely important. Make sure you tell me that. But yeah, so that's gonna be pretty much it. Next video should be up sometime in the next 2 or 3 days. And this is Envoy V signing out. Make sure you check out my channel, by the way. Subscribe, check out my channel, leave me a thumbs up. Yeah. Anyway, love you guys.